Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the den of iniquity that is Ken Shaving and BSing, home of your original Big Shave Best champion, as always. And I'm revisiting another razor this morning. Had a gentleman named Darren inquire about my Wilkinson sticky, and it's one of those harder to get razors. There's some on eBay. It's where I got mine, and sadly mine was modified, so it's not even the complete length. But it is in pretty good condition. There's some cracking on the kind of base plate area, but it's aligned well, and but I've only used it once, and I'm like, well, you know what? Since I've gone back to other razors, let's revisit this one. So I put the Vossod blade from the last shave in there, so it's one shave in. It's really side up for no reason. We'll close that. Alignment's great, and because the only other Wilkinson sword I have is German-made ones, and I'm sorry, for me, they're in the black pack here, sometimes in the white pack now. These are in my bottom. I know people out there like them. For my face and shave, these are possibly in my bottom 5. They're just, I probably have, I don't know how many more to go in here. Probably 7. I think it's a 10 tuck. Don't know for sure. It's got a blade bank. Might be just a few more, but anyway, I'm not a fan. So hardly touch them. So we're going with the Vossod. Really just need a mild shave. It's a day's growth. I shaved off camera. I actually tried something, and if I had my druthers, I'd stick to one of the big boys. I'd picked up a Harry set at my local Walmart marketplace, which is basically the grocery store. And lately, I tried the Gillette Skin Guard, and I revisited the Fusion, the Pro Glides with the cooling one with the blue on it. I haven't used any Schick blades in a while. I got sent the Dorco Executive, and this is also, I think, that maybe knows also as the Pace 6. Handles great, but honestly, if I was going to go back to carts at risk of whatever, I'd go back to just Fusion Pro Glides. Could maybe go back to Mach 3s, but I mean, if we're talking the big boys, I just haven't tried. I haven't had much success trying the. Where I found the shave was comfortable. It just wasn't as close as the others, even for a 5-blade razor. I think they're meant more for guys who really struggle with other carts versus going with alternate means. So it's reaffirming that I'm more of a DE shaver than anything else. So, but anyway, let's talk about the Wilkinson Sticky. The reason most of you know this, it's called Sticky because once this gets wet, it feels a little tacky, so it gives you a bit of a grip, and it will get wet because, you know, my hands. We are going to use the Wilkinson Sword shave stick. It's going to be a fairly inexpensive shave. I'm going to prep with the cube, of course. I'm breaking out another old friend, the RazorRock BC Silver Tip Synthetic 24mm. And we're going to use a little 5-in-1 aftershave from Aquavelva, the balm, which I absolutely love. Probably best balm on the market. The water is warming up. And I'm going to throw in a little overkill with the Nivea 2-phase. I don't think this is still available in the States yet in any other name. The razor warmed up while we're at it. Sorry, Peter, letting the water run. Peter in Germany. I'm gonna let that razor warm up. That blade. All right. I'm going to dip the soap in my distilled water here. Work it in the bristles. I've used this once. Alright, let's start adding water in, dip the tips. As those of you who watch Paul H, I was just watching him. He was just wrapping up his shave on video as I was wrapping up in the shower. You know, he uses a lot of these shave sticks. I haven't looked up, but he's saying, and a lot of you probably know this because he has, you know, how many subscribers, tons, that apparently the Palmolive stick is being discontinued. I mean, gets them for about 99p over there. I haven't done any research because, I mean, if they ever went, I mean, I wouldn't miss them. They're just not my thing. I'm great for travel, but there's spikes still out there. Wilkinson sword. They seem very close. I think they add a little more water. Oh, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, look at this little shave stick and a little cube. Not bad, kids. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Huh. Okay. Much better experience than the last time. I tell you, technique improvement is all there for when you think you stink with a certain razor. It's new, you haven't learned it yet. Either keep trying or go to something else that you trust and recalibrate, stick with one razor and really work your technique. Because in all honesty, my other shave, if you go back along my soon-to-be 434 videos, I think you'll find, if you find my Wilkinson sword sticky shave, you find out I was quite the bloody mess, and I mean that literally, not in the UK version of bloody. And I don't think it was just the blade, which I think I used that German Wilkie made, the Wilkinson German made Wilkie. Between the two, I highly recommend the Saloon Pack ones made in India, the Gillette Wilkinson sword. They're one of Ken Surf's favorite blades. I think they're his go-to blade. And they're one of Paul H's favorite blades. And they are very good. I find them smooth. Very sharp. Great. They work in like a Gillette Tech supremely well. I've got a really good shave with it in there. Although I don't own any right now. I dare say they could creep into my top 5 for sure, based on the shaves I've had with them. I've done about maybe 4 shaves over time with the ones I've purchased from TriaBlade. And very impressed. For example, and Jill, cover your ears. I would take them over a silver blue any day. And she's gonna probably comment, wah, wah, wah. Because I just the silver blues have never really gotten along with me too well. I need to revisit though, because I may have done 3 or 4 shaves in my entire wet shaving venture so far with it. So maybe I just haven't found the right pairing. You know, I love the stainless, same factory, the stainless with the red bordered tuck. I like the platinums a lot. I like the Nasset. I like a lot of the Gillette stuff that comes out of the Russian plant, St. Petersburg. But the silver blue, something about that edge is not exactly for me. But again, need to revisit. Maybe there's a razor I need to put it in where if I do 2 passes with it, I'll get less irritation, things like that. So. One thing I've noticed, it's not so much the shave guys, because I'm watching, but not as much as I probably should be to support you all. So I owe you some. But one thing I've noticed is when I'm watching fragrance reviewers as well, and yeah, we have a scent of the day actually. I'd even double check the pronunciation via Google's Translate. I've heard a few different, so we may use all 3. But anyway. We'll get back to that. And this is not about anybody regular to my channel, but I've noticed people on YouTube have a tendency to be a bit repetitive in what they say. Like they'll say phrases really close together. Like they say one thing and then they say it again within seconds. One extremely prominent fragrance reviewer, a particular German, some of you will know who it is. But I give him a bit of a pass because it is a second language, and I clearly don't speak a second language. So, if he was to present his stuff in German, it probably wouldn't have that redundancy in his phrasing. But there are others that, I don't know if they're not as confident in front of the camera, and, you know, Lord knows I wasn't when I began. Plus, I'm just really talking to myself until this gets posted, but I think they'd be more effective, or maybe it's just me, because being an audience of 1 as well, maybe they'd be more effective if they say it, give it some pause, and then as they close that section, whether they're talking about one particular fragrance and then moving on, so segue to another, they close with that and then move to the next. Of course, I have a huge issue with people who post about their businesses and their grammar is horrible. It doesn't inspire confidence in me to do work with them. You know. I've mentioned my realtor friend before. Great realtor, but queen of the run-on sentence. Not checking before she hits post. I mean, we all make mistakes, but there's a difference. I make a mistake on a Facebook post, spelling or something. I try to catch it before quickly. It may go up, but If I catch it within seconds, I've edited this up from 3 years ago. I mean, for God's sakes, because I didn't catch it. Okay. I think we may do a bit of a third pass here, to be honest. Kind of different. Not the closest shave today, but I think the combination, I mean, it's smooth. It's super comfortable shave. But again, here we go. I'm being a repetition. Not the closest. So let's do a bit of a light third pass. More across the grain and then also hit our problem areas. Our areas of contingency. Oh. I think the soap's performing well. It's no complaints there. First lather built tremendously well, and the rest are more slickness layer. Razor is doing its job quite well. I guess, you know, Darren, if you're watching. By the way, I owe you. I haven't watched The Highwaymen yet, but I will. You know, Woody. There's a new Netflix show or series, maybe a movie. I don't know, but I think they're chasing Bonnie and Clyde, and it's Woody Harrelson, Kevin Costner. It looks really good. It's in my queue. I just haven't watched it. But this gentleman Darren asked me about the one. Asked me about the Wilkie. Asked me if I'd seen it, and I haven't answered his email, so I'm kind of answering here if you watch, Darren. But also just to show you, this razor shaves just fine, and no weepers, no cuts. The alignment's perfect. It's just half a sales pitch, if you're still interested. The tackiness is still there. Yeah, we're going to do a light full third here, which is rare. It's a comfortable shave, but it's not a close shave like I said, so I'm reiterating. Because it's blade pairing. Is on the comfortable combination edge versus the efficiency side of the equation. But that's okay. Got this thing they're calling a deep dive. I don't know why, but we've transitioned over commands. Used to be off space. Now we're under Air Combat Command. I guess they're taking over the overall command for Air Force Cyber. And I'm sitting in on what they're calling a deep dive with a GS-13 from, I guess, headquarters. I don't know. It seems convoluted as the way this all came about. One hand of leadership doesn't know what the other hand is doing, and my local leadership, so. As I find out yesterday, it's like, where'd this come from? I don't know. My lead's telling me. All right, this is gonna be. I'll probably have a little feedback because it was 3 passes, but honestly, really comfortable feeling throughout the shave. Warm water rinse. Enough left in the brush for sure for a number of passes, and well hydrated. Good stuff for a cheap stick. Yeah. Let's get that off our hands now and get the brush rinsing. I mean, no, it's not the slickest soap in the world, sure, but it works. So if you're traveling, hey, a shave stick works. All right, let's do the alum block. And Akeem asked me, what is this? And it's just and I know I typed it in, but just to show you, it's just a Phoenix shaving alum block, but it's just an alum block. You can buy like cheap ones off, well, depending on who your suppliers are. Oh, Italian Barber. I got broken ones for like, well, not technically broken, but maybe busted box, damaged box, for like less than $4. Wow. Okay. So I was wrong on the feedback. I'm getting barely any. I am getting some, but it's that bare minimum that you're getting some feedback, but nothing painful, egregious, But to address Akeem, it is Akeem, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, Douglas just adds this rubber band, but you can get any alum block and put a rubber band around it. I was telling him I was just filling an order, and I was like, oh, my alum's broken and tiny. Let me get a new one. Since I was on the site buying whatever else, I can't remember. I've had this a while now, but so I filled my cart and got the free shipping. So. Very nice shave. Very nice. Okay. So just because this was a third pass shave and kind of want to use the cheap stuff, I believe this is still around $5-6. If it's still in your stores, I hope it is. Best bang for the buck balm out there. For sure. Let that settle in. I'm not super close here, but we'll let that roll. We're not going to overdo it. But, yeah, I got that growth. It's going down, so I think it's just a zit, but still it's annoying. I'm going to let that soak in. You know what? When it's going to warm up today, I'm going to forego the 2-in-1 today, but just to show you, you shake it up. It's got glycerin in it. So it gives you best of both worlds, kind of a balm and an aftershave, because it's got a lot of glycerin. So I think I just said that. So, but anyway, let's not overkill it. Okay, that's soaked in nicely. Let's go to a bit of unrelated 5-in-1 face lotion from Gold Bond Ultimate Men's line. Other things you might want to look at: tinting your car, using a moisturizer or face lotion with an SPF. Obviously not being in the sun unless you're out there intentionally for whatever. All right, enough of that banter. So this is from Mancera. It's French, and this is. Now I've heard Cedroc Bois, which I don't think is correct because of the E on it. I've heard Cedroc Boise. I've heard Cedroc Boise. Boise, like Boise, not Boise or Boise. But it's basically a wooded citrus scent. It's their take on Creed Aventus, or there's it's along those lines. There's no pineapple, but it's got the woody notes. It's got the Cedroc, which is I believe more Italian citrus. There's black currant, so it's a very close take. It's a little different take, but a close take. And this is a eau de parfum concentration. So there's the light sprays here and there, and a nice screw cap. Great presentation, elegant, simple. Comes in a bag too. All this. Bought this from a guy off Facebook for an excellent price. Did my research prior to, and I think his name's Gary Zeman, if I'm not mistaken, in Emporium of Fragrances Facebook group. Max Forte. You may recall Peter mentioning him one time when he opened up the shaving shop in the club. Initial talks with him. It's his Facebook group. So anyway, with that, I think we are done. Yeah. I really like where the shave went. Comfortable. Razor works great. So, Darren, if you're still interested, hey, hit me up. If not, let me know. If someone else is, I'm willing to part with it. I got plenty. And I know people are looking for the sticky. Like I said, it's not complete. Whoever had this, it's either broke or they modified it to shorten the handle. But mechanism works great. The alignment's great. There's just a little deplating there, and there are some cracks. The base plate, minor cracks, but as you can see, no runs, no drips, no errors, so to speak, like Krylon, no weepers, creepers, cuts, etc. So the alignment's good. Oh, little baby one, the mustache. That's a creeper. But shave's great, so yeah, I can part with it. So with that, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Cheers. Watch out for your school zones and your school buses. Too sweet to all the good brothers and good sisters out there. Take care. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.